Back in the shop today. She's a cold one out. She's about -16 in Celsius. Today we're going to be working on moving this back a little bit. So I'm going to get set up to do some rigging and stuff to get it all supported. I think it probably weighs, I'm going to guess it probably 15 or 1600 pounds. And I'd like to move it all as one unit. So I'll get started with that and see how I make out. So as I'm lifting it up right away, I find out that the air compressor for the air conditioning is not gonna clear this frame rail here. So what I'll do in the meantime, I think, is just remove that, and then maybe I'll work on a different relocation, or maybe there's a kit for it or something. But for now, I'm gonna take that off. Okay, that didn't go too bad. I had to take the air compressor out, and I also had to take this out too, but this charge pipe. But I have to clock this anyways, like spin it around so I can have the charge air go on the top side of the engine rather than the bottom, which is the default configuration for this truck. As far as picking up the mounts, seems to picked up the back side of these mounts fairly well, and we did get it back like had it planned. So I'm happy with that. Obviously, I'll have to build an engine mount for the back side of these two, and I don't think it's gonna fall off the frame as it is right now. So I'll continue with mocking this up. Cabs are here. So we got the cab on and picked up these two lines in the back here, so it's 2 inches back, and I ran this engine back, and she's just a little bit inside the truck. Let's see. Hello there. So as far as how far the engine went back in the cab, it's about 3 inches, so 3¼ inches. So a few things that stick out when I was putting the cab on is this bottom mount here for the AC compressor. It's hitting the cross member that I was hoping to avoid altogether. And the turbocharger downpipe is pretty close, but I know that I can probably get a 90-degree down and then sweep it through, so I can tighten that up a little bit. So that shouldn't be too bad. And on the other side, this front mount here is just touching the power steering pump, but that won't be an issue because that's going to get blown away here shortly. And then next is taking it apart, but in reverse. I'm just gonna throw all this stuff back on again. I got the hood and fenders installed, and they're just hanging there again for the mock-up. And then I had the grill hanging there kind of wirelessly for a while, and then I figured, what am I going to do with this grill? And I remembered that I have another grill for one of these vehicles, so I just added it on front. And I don't think it looks too bad. Anyways, you look underneath the hood. Oh, I'm gonna need a stick here. We got all kinds of room for activities in here now. I got a block of wood holding that corner of that fender up off the frame. Looking down here, I should have enough space to put a charge air intercooler in front of a radiator. And from here, I'll go underneath. From here, it looks like we got about 8 inches even. And if I needed to, I could probably get 9 inches in an emergency if I had to cut that whole thing out. So overall, I think I'm pretty happy with how the cab is in its final place on the chassis. And I definitely want to keep these running boards because I really like them. So I'll have to cut those and make them fit onto the body, onto the frame underneath here, because it has different mount than this frame. The older frame tapered just a little bit, and this one's straight back underneath the cab. So far I only have the passenger side one off, and I'll have to go get the driver's side one here. The driver's side one's out here. I thought it was going to be pretty straightforward takeoff, but there's a master cylinder in the way. It's a pretty nice day out, so let's see if I can take her off. So I got the driver's side running board off. As you saw, the mount didn't come with, and I wasn't going to fight with it trying to get that master cylinder off in the snow. It wasn't coming off the pedal too easily either. So anyways, I'm down one. They're not in the best condition, but I happen to have a couple of spares that I'll use in place of the ones that look the worst, and I'll cut these up to fit. Anyways, I think that's all for today.